Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, if you listen to the statement coming from various leaders in ODM party, you get confused. For example, when you listen to Opio and I, John Badi, people like Tom Ojenda, the Kisumu senator, some people on the ground who stand in as supporters of ODM. You listen to Edwin Sifuna. When you listen to the Kisumu governor, Inangungwa, there is that division there as a kind of a crack within the ODM party. So with that, some people are left in confusion about the future of ODM party. But there is something Wahome Thuku posted on his Facebook page about 6 days ago. And he is revealing something that I want us to compare with the latest statement from Raila Odinga so that you can understand where ODM might be heading to. Because according to Wahome Thuku, both Raila Odinga and James Orengo are on the same page. Only that Orengo is reading the page in 2025, but Raila Odinga will be reading it in 2026 going forward. How do you think about it? Now, this is a statement here. Governor James Orengo and Raila Odinga are on the same page, and that is Orengo's page. Kila Orengo anasema. It's only that Orengo is reading it in 2025. Raila will read it loud from mid-2026 to Keneke 2027. I told someone yesterday, and we both agreed that Honorable John Badi will not read the 2027 budget. Maybe even the 2026 one, he won't. Don't argue or get emotional. Just place your bet. That is the statement from Wahome Thuku. So with the Wahome Thuku statement, you got the statement of Raila Odinga yesterday. There is something he spoke about, and he mentioned two names, James Orengo and Inangungwa, the governor of Kisumu. There were people that he was trying to rebuke, and there is something he was trying to affirm from the statement of Inangungwa and James Orengo. So first of all, before I say anything, just listen to this statement, then you compare with what Wahome Thuku has said, and from there you can drop your comment.
Demokrasia kila mtu akona haki ya kuongea. Sama ya ODM tuliamua kwamba sisi tutakuwa na uhusiano. Lakini kukuwa na uhusiano sio kusema ya kwamba sisi yote tumeingia kwa serikali. Kwa mfano mnajua kule Amerikani serikali iko sasa ya Republican. Now they have a Republican government. But they used to have a Democratic government under Mr. Biden. Biden had some ministers who are members of the Republican Party, respecting the fact that that was a Democratic administration. Likewise, even Mr. Trump have got some ministers who are members of the Democratic Party. I'm saying Biden had ministers who are members of the Republican Party, and he was a Democratic president. And Trump has also got some Democrats in his cabinet today. There's no collision between Democratic Party and the Republican Party in the US. Secondly, we are running what is called a presidential system of government. We don't have opposition benches and government benches. We have what is called parliament as an institution. Parliament oversight the government. The executive implements policies. Parliament passes laws, and the executive uses those laws to govern the country. And then the judiciary, which interprets the laws. So there's really no collusion between ODM, no collusion between ODM and UDA. But it is an arrangement which is based on an MOU which was signed between us, and it was on open daylight. And there are very clear points in that MOU, 6 or 10 of them. And they're very explicit indeed. That's the reason why I don't see why people are bickering. When Mr. James Orengo talks, he's talking on the basis of an MOU between ODM and UDA. Orengo has not committed any crime. He has got a democratic right to say what you're saying. When Professor Nyang'nyong'o speaks about devolution, he is talking the language of ODM. And I said it when we were in Stureh. That devolution was the most important feature of this new constitution. Ugatuzi ni muhimu zaidi katika katiba hii ambayo tulitoa Bomas. Ugatuzi. Lakini ugatuzi hajafanya kazi kwa sababu hatujatekeleza kulingana na sheria ambayo iko ndani ya katiba. Devolution has not been implemented the way it should be implemented. That's why the people are not reaping the benefits of devolution. You have devolved some responsibilities, but you have not devolved the funds to give the counties the power, financial power to implement those functions. Health is a devolved function, but most of the funds are held up in Nairobi. Where should the national government be holding over 100 billion shillings, yet the health function is devolved? That is not should not be the case. The other issue is the issue of infrastructure, roads. I said that I am the one who actually informed Kura, Kera, and Kenha. But that was during the unitary system of government. Now, in a devolved system of government, you don't need Kura and Kera. Why should the national government be having roads in Homa Bay? Why should they be having roads? The national government should only be responsible for international highways, national highways, and the trunk roads. But all these feeder roads within the counties should be the responsibility of the county government. Devolve funds and give those funds to the governors. Then they'll be able to implement the program. Why should the national government be having roads in Kisumu town, city? Why should they be having roads in Mombasa city? You go to Mombasa city, many roads are not county government roads. Nairobi city itself, there are so many roads which the Nairobi county government is not allowed to touch. Why should Kera be having roads in Nairobi city or Kura? These are issues which we need to discuss openly. Devolution is not working. Some people say that, oh, too much money is going to recurrent expenditure in the counties, 50% and so on.
Now, I want us to conclude our discussion, but I have a quick request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Very simple and to the point. Orengo has not committed any crime when he speaks about what he said and what is continuing to advance. Raila stand with Orengo's statement. Anyang' is speaking, when Anyang' is speaking, he is speaking the language of ODM. Hayo tu yametosha kumaliza hii discussion. Simple and clear. we saw some people coming out in Nyanza in a press conference, kasema hao ndio wasomi wa huko, na msimamo wao ni kwamba walikuwa wanaonya na kumkanya Orengo from what he was advancing, that he is causing trouble in the new arrangement between ODM and UDA, and therefore he is some kind of an enemy of Raila Odinga. Raila is standing with Orengo's statement, and he's just communicating to these guys. Orengo is speaking the ODM language, just like Anyang' Nyong'o. Anyang' Nyong'o spoke about devolution, and he said William Ruto is an enemy of devolution because they're holding money in Nairobi and they leave counties to dry. There are functions in the county which have been very well developed, but funds are being held there. How do you expect them to work? He questioned that. To that alone, Raila is also saying that William Ruto is an enemy of devolution. Simple. Orengo talked about development coming to various regions and counties, not because you are well aligned with the president, because it is your right. You are a taxpayer. Sasa mambo ya mtukufu rais na mheshimiwa singing praise songs is neither here or there. He warned that. Raila is standing with that position. Can you now agree with Wahome Thuku that Orengo and Raila are the same, and Raila is clear deep with the Orengo's statement? Only that Orengo is reading it in 2025, but Raila in the mid-2026, he will be reading the same script. What is your view on this? Okay, this is the conclusion. Wahome Thuku is telling us that at the very right time, ODM will walk out of the MOU that they have with the UDA. They might not go to the same election in 2027 under same package or same coalition. Hawatakuwa kwa coalition moja. That is what Wahome Thuku is telling us. These people will not work together to the end. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.